Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Alright, you're group 2, which means you guys are going to be starting with the Battle of Leuctra. Alright, and here's what happens. It was in 379 BC. This was right after the Peloponnesian Wars. The Peloponnesian Wars, all you really need about them is it was Athens against Sparta, a big democracy versus a big monarchy. They fought, and eventually Sparta beat Athens at the sea, beat them at their own game. After that, Sparta was in complete dominance of Greece. Everyone paid fealty to Sparta. Sparta was king, all hail Sparta. Except one city-state wasn't really okay with that. That was Thebes. Alright, so Thebes rebels against Sparta, and Sparta sends an army to put them down. Sparta sends 11,000 men, and the Thebans can only muster 6,000. So they send 11,000 of their best hoplites. And of course, whenever you have hoplites, you know you've got the big old hoplon, the bronze shield in one hand. You got the spears on the right side. So, actually, it was more like this. I'm silly. I've been watching too much 300 to think they actually fought like this. That's very silly. Whenever you get the spear, you're stabbing over. How are you going to get around a shield doing this? You're not. You're going over their shields. In the hopes that they're going to go to block it, and then maybe one of your buddies can do this. Anyway, the point is where they're carrying what? Shields in the left hand, spears in the right. Therefore, the guy at the very most right of your army, these guys have got to be the best army, the best fighters. Here's why. They have no protection on their right side. Whenever you're holding up your shield, you're not holding up for you. You're holding up for the hoplite next to you. So the guys on the left are perfectly safe. Guys on the right, no protection whatsoever. Arrow comes their way, spear comes their way, they're getting hit. So you want to put your best veterans, your best fighters on your right, which is exactly what the Spartan commander did. Alright, so the Thebes only could send 6,000, so 6,000 against 11,000. Here's what the battlefield looks like. There's one minor change, I'm going to put that in later, but it's kind of important. Okay, so the Spartans had a nice, even line. Nice and even all the way. Okay, down here, this is the Thebes right, the Thebes left, which means this is the Spartan right. These are the elite troops. Alright. So, these were different. There were some hoplites in there, but it was mostly light infantry and cavalry skirmishers. Now, here's the other thing that Epaminondas, the Theban commander, did a little bit different. He put his infantry on the left, and it was 48 ranks deep. Now, your typical hoplite formation, your typical phalanx, that's only about 12 ranks. This was 4 times the size it was normally supposed to be. So, the Spartans think that. They're thinking, they're crazy. They're putting their best troops on the left side. We're just going to go straight through them. Those are our best troops. Those are, I'm not good at YouTube. Those are our best troops. They're screwed. So you're thinking, Mr. Pitsora, what are you doing saying screwed on YouTube? With young ears. So here's what happens. The Spartans advance, right? There. Sticky tack comes off. Eventually they get it back, and these Spartans advance as well. Well, see, these Thebans, they know they're not going to win. They're just sent there as a distraction. They fall back. They lure back the Spartans. Meanwhile, the Sacred Band, that was Thebes' elite unit. Thebes' elite unit is very interesting. I'll tell you what it was. It was a group of 150 homosexual couples. And the way homosexuality worked in Greece was there was an older man who was kind of the mentor, the teacher, the father figure. And they knocked over Spartans, like Mr. Pitsora's shoulder just did. And they taught a younger gentleman how to fight. So, think about this. You're going into battle with your lover. If you see him fall, you're going to go into a blood craze, which is exactly what happened. The Sacred Band went nuts. The Spartans' elites were no match for that many troops. They fall back, which means, remember they're chasing after them, the elite group, the Sacred Band, just wheels around and wipes the floor with the rest of Sparta. It was a bloodbath. Absolute victory for Thebes. Now, here's the thing. Think about this. How do the Spartans feel about this? They are the absolute most dominant force in Greece. And they just got crushed by a bunch of gay guys. How does Sparta feel about that? They're humiliated. And that's why this battle is important. It's such a huge upset. So you know what they do? They go make friends with their old enemies. A couple of months later, they team up with the Athenians and they crush the Thebes rebellion. See, the way Athens saw it, they wanted Sparta ruling instead. They knew how to fight Sparta. Thebes, they just couldn't deal with. And this makes you think, if Thebes had come to power, what do you think it would have been like? How do you think it would have been different? I want you to do some research on Thebes. I want you to write about them. And what would have happened if Thebes would have been the victor at the end of the Peloponnesian Wars? Good luck.